Nature for me is a great regulator because there is nothing that I can do to make this more perfect. I have no effect on it, and that's so beautiful. And it's a fantastic model for the human condition, of what the human condition could be if we would get out of our own way, if I would get out of my own way. So I opted to do just that. And I'm doing that through a combination of gratitude, mindfulness, and studying. Gratitude is something that I start and end my day with. It actually has entirely helped me reframe my brain. I no longer look at a world from the space of lack through the space of scarcity, that there isn't enough, but I see the abundance of what is, that nature is beautiful, that there's a reason why each one of us are put on this earth with our particular quirks and our beings, and that we can sometimes show up for each other in ways that we don't even realize we're doing it, and that's beautiful. And sometimes we're doing things super intentionally to show for each other. And that's even more beautiful because we all are here for a reason. Like there's something to be grateful for in everything. Like when I look at the different foliage and it is fall and we still have a lot of green leaves, as much as I would love to see fall colors, I absolutely love the vibrance of the greens that I have around me, that we still have flowers blooming, and I can just go out and enjoy nature with a light jacket on, and that's pretty cool. And I'm grateful for each one of the people who watch this video because you spent some time with me, and I hope that you get something from this, that you connect to it. If you've been through something difficult and you're in it right now and you're in the trenches and maybe you're laying in a dark room, like I encourage you just to even open the blinds a little bit and to see outside of yourself, because it's so hard. It was so hard for me to see outside of myself when I was in that space. So living through gratitude has helped me reframe that. And part of that practice also is mindfulness. So just paying attention to each and every little part of something. Like instead of just doing a task, paying attention to it. So one area for me, whenever I'm like in a state of stress, I've decided to start doing my dishes with intention at work. So I bring my lunch container and I will go in and I'll pay attention to each ridge in the glass. I'll pay attention to the exact amount of soap and how it feels in my hand, because it's a way of centering myself. It's a way of grounding me to reality, to remember that these small tasks are important, that I'm doing something right now, and that right now is the only place that you can be. When I'm looking forward, it can cause me a lot of anxiety. And when I'm looking backwards, it just doesn't do anything for me unless I'm looking from a state of reflection to grow from it. It's just making me more depressed or making me wish I would have done something differently. But you can't go back and you can't go forward. You can only be right here, right now. So taking those little moments, for me, it started off with a 10-minute meditation practice. My therapist actually suggested do a body scan, see if it helps relax anything in you. Like I deal with chronic pain, and she was suggesting a body scan. And I was like, what nonsense is this? So I was like, okay, fine. I'm desperate. I'll try anything. So I laid down on my yoga mat. I found a 10-minute meditation link for the body scan. And it really helped me realize that though I felt like my entire body was in pain, it's only a couple of places that are in pain in this exact moment. And one place, there's just one particular area that maybe I could focus some stretching on, that I could focus my relief on. But even if I can't change after the body scan, right? If it doing all the meditation or relaxation practices doesn't help me actually release some of that pain, it helps me realize where it actually is. It helps you focus on what is. And that's what meditation is all about. Acknowledging what is, not trying to change it, just seeing it, and then seeing if you can let it go. Seeing if this is something that we can just let it be. No judgment, No, I wish that this was different, or that not everyone has this type of pain, or that this is so unfair, or, maybe if I wasn't overweight, maybe I wouldn't have this pain. No, it's literally just about feeling it in that moment and knowing where it's coming from in that moment. This is this area, and breathing through it. And if you're like, well, I don't have 10 minutes, I don't have a yoga mat, I don't like doing dishes, well, we all breathe. So maybe we start there. And okay, it might seem cliche, but just if you're willing to try it, if you're at all like me in that desperate moment of like, I was willing to do the body scan because I was in so much pain that something just needed to change. Just like when I was stuck in bed and I knew something had to change. Just give it a try and take a mindful breath. There's a bunch of breathing exercises. I'll put a couple down below that I find to be helpful. An app that I personally use, there's no sponsorship for it. It's a Calm app, and I'll put a link for that as well. It's something I use regularly because I do guided meditation, and that's something that helps center me. And if you only have a couple of minutes, or if you're in a certain state, they also have particular meditations for that as well. Personal development study, it can be reading books. If you like to read like me, for me it was reading. That's what I started off with. And those self-development books could be actual self-development on the self-development section of the bookstore, or it could be like financial literacy, like that's also self-development, or just reading other people's stories can give us a different context on life and reminds us, just like nature can, that the world is bigger than us. So one person that I found to be super helpful for me is Brené Brown, and this idea of, she may not have been one to create this, but she's the one that showed me this, and that's, we're all telling ourselves a story. And what's the story that we're telling ourselves in this moment? So the story I'm telling myself when I receive an email is that this person maybe feels this way about me or thinks I don't know this information, and like I'm telling myself all of this, like they don't believe in me and all this, that, and the other thing. But they just said like, hey, here's a calendar invite to this meeting because I want to check in about this. And I don't know anything besides I have a calendar invite, but I've made up this elaborate story on why they sent me this invite to begin with. So when I go to meet with them, maybe I have all this tension and I'm like ready for them to tell me exactly how they feel about me. And then they were just like, hey, like, I know that you've been working really hard on this and I just want to hear what you're doing. Like, I'm interested. I've never done it before. And then I'm like, oh, well, I was ready for something else. Like I had all of my armor on and I was ready for battle. And the battle never happened because the battle was within myself and not within the other person. So like, yeah, so reading self-development books and actually applying what you're learning can change a lot. So I've taken some of what I've learned from Brené Brown and some of the other people that I'm reading and my gratitude practices, and I've created a couple of journals. So I'll leave the links down below if you're interested in helping the channel, helping me. I benefit, obviously, because they're my books. So, but I hope that it helps reach you differently. So if that's of interest to you, those links are down below. If you're not ready for that, but you just kind of want to change, I do have a free school group and I'm working on building some different courses. So if you want to join, that's great. Or if you just want someone to talk about any of this with, you can write coach down below and I'll send you my email address and we'll get started and we can go from there. If you just want someone to talk to, if you've been stuck in bed and you're not sure where to start, reach out to me and write coach down below, and I'm super willing to help you get where I am. And I'm not done, but I'm getting somewhere, and I am so grateful for making this journey happen. And that session is entirely free. I just kind of want to hear from you, pick your brain, and see what you're looking for in life, and see what I can do to help you get started. That's a discovery call, and we can go further into that. But if you just want somebody to get started, again, YouTube links below, journals below, coaching below, all the great stuff. On this channel, we focus on getting 1% better each and every day. That's all we can do is try. And it's beyond just showing up, but it's showing up with intention. It's showing up to grow, to be an improvement for yourself. Because when you improve for yourself, you can improve for the world. And what a beautiful world this is.